Hey, if the very thought of managing your money just ties your stomach in knots, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to cut through all the noise with 7 simple but really powerful rules that are designed to give you back control and bring you some genuine peace of mind.
You know, for so many of us, the stress of just juggling bills and savings and debt, it's real. It can feel like you're trying to solve this super complex puzzle, but you're missing half the pieces. But what if I told you there was a much simpler way to see the whole picture?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. The really good news here is that you do not need a degree in finance to get stable. It's all about taking clear, manageable steps just one at a time toward a future where you are in control.
So think of the next few minutes as your financial roadmap, okay? We're going to lay out 7 really clear signposts that'll guide you straight towards stability and help you navigate the whole journey with a lot more confidence.
All right, here they are, the 7 rules we're going to break down. Just take a quick look. Every single one is like a building block, and when you put them all together, they create this really powerful system for taking charge of your money. So let's dive in, starting with what is absolutely the most important one. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of financial health. Rule number 1. Seriously, this is the foundation that makes every single other rule possible. If you can get this one right, everything else just kind of falls into place. We're talking about cash flow control. I know, it sounds a little technical, but it's simple. It just means knowing what's coming in and knowing what's going out. So the crucial part is this. Directing your money, instead of just wondering where it went, is the single biggest factor in your financial freedom. So how do you get that control? It all starts with a simple 30-day challenge. Just track everything you spend. And hey, no judgment, okay? This is just about awareness. Then you start to look for those small leaks, the subscriptions you forgot about, the daily coffees, and just trim them a little. And finally, you create a simple plan that tells your money where to go before the month even starts.
Okay, so once you've got your cash flow under control, it's time to build up your defenses. This is all about creating a financial fortress that can handle life's unexpected storms.
And this defensive plan of yours, it's got 2 key pillars. Rule number 2 is building an emergency fund. And rule number 6 is to actively avoid and get rid of debt. These 2 work together, hand in hand, to create a really powerful safety net.
Now, the big long-term goal for your emergency fund is to have 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses saved up. But look, that number can feel kind of scary, so don't even focus on that at first. The key is just to start small. Just getting that first $500 or $1,000 saved up, that's enough to cover a surprise car repair, and it creates this huge buffer and a ton of peace of mind.
And this right here shows you the massive difference it makes. This isn't just about money, it's about your quality of life. With an emergency fund, a flat tire is, well, it's an inconvenience. Without one, that same flat tire can be a total crisis that spirals you into high-interest debt and incredible stress. The difference is night and day.
And for tackling debt you already have, the debt snowball method is awesome because it's built on these psychological wins. You list out your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. Then you attack that smallest one with every extra dollar you can find. Once it's gone, poof, you get this rush of momentum, and you take that entire payment amount and roll it onto the next smallest debt. It's a powerhouse for building motivation.
All right, so with our defenses in place, it is time to go on offense. Let's talk about how we can actively build your long-term wealth for the future you want.
This brings us right to rule number 4. Invest for the long term. Now, this isn't about picking hot stocks or trying to get rich quick. It is all about leveraging the incredible power of compound growth over time. The earlier you plant that seed, the more time it has to grow into a giant money tree. It's really that simple.
So how do you actually do this? You start with the boring but incredibly effective stuff. We're talking about tax-advantaged retirement accounts and low-cost diversified index funds. Just remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Slow and steady wins this race, every single time.
Now for rule number 5, and this one is a big one. It tackles the single largest expense for most of us, housing. Getting this one right has a massive, outsized impact on your ability to save, invest, and reach all your other goals.
So this here is the ideal target. You want to aim to keep your total housing costs, and that's your rent or mortgage, plus taxes, insurance, the whole shebang, at or below 30% of your take-home pay. The amount that actually hits your bank account. Sticking to that guideline is one of the most powerful things you could possibly do to free up money for everything else.
Our final two rules, they're all about your mindset and your direction. They might seem like they're less about the numbers, but they are absolutely critical for tying your entire financial plan together with a real sense of purpose.
You see, Rule 3, giving some money away, is such a powerful tool to break that scarcity mindset that so often surrounds money. And Rule 7, setting clear goals with a written plan, well, that's what gives every single one of your dollars a job. It makes sure your money's actually working toward the life you want to live.
So, we've covered all 7 rules. We've got the foundation, the defense, the offense, and the purpose. But there is one simple, unifying idea that connects every single one of them. And this is the real secret. Let this one sink in for a second. Wealth grows from habits, not from income. It's not about how much you earn. It's about the small, disciplined things you do with your money, day in and day out. And that, right there, is the most empowering message of all. It means that anyone, at any income level, has the power to achieve financial peace. It's not about being some financial genius, it's just about being consistent. Automating one tiny savings deposit, tracking your spending for just 1 month, making one extra debt payment, these small actions are what build that fortress.
So as we finish up, I'm just going to leave you with this one question. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about taking one small step forward. What is one habit from all of this that you can start right now, today?